Good morning students, I am Ramesh Chandra Sidhu, Laboratory Assistant Mechanical. Today we are going to study about journal bearing. As you know that bearings are used to reduce friction between two moving parts in machineries or automobiles. Okay. Here today we are going to discuss about these three type of journal bearings. One is solid type journal bearing, second is boost bearing, plumber block or pedestal bearing. Solid, boost bearing and plumber or pedestal bearing. First we need to know about why it's called journal bearing and which part is called journal, which part is called bearing. As you can see here in this figure, this portion, this solid portion which having a rectangular base, right, with one cylindrical block. This portion is called bearing, and the connected portion or attached portion of the shaft, any shaft which is connected to this bearing, the connected attached portion area of this shaft is called journal. Okay, now as you know that, now you know that which part is called journal, which part is called bearing. Now we are going to discuss about their constructional details. We are going to starting from solid bearing. Okay, solid bearing is the very common type or the simplest type of journal bearing, which having one cast iron base, right. This one is a cross sectional view, which one has one cast iron base with one cylindrical block. The cylindrical block has one hole which has the diameter of the shaft, which we have to insert through it, like this one. You can see the pictorial view. This one is the rectangular block, this area is a cylindrical block, and rectangular block has two holes for the bolt. We can attach these holes with bolt to any area or surface. Okay, now this hole is used to insert a shaft. Okay, and in this bearing, on the top of this cylindrical block, there is a oil hole is provided. Why is provided? So we can lubricate the internal connected parts. The internal bearing or the outer or external area of the shaft is always lubricated with the help of oil holes by providing oil through it. This one is the solid bearing. It has no removable parts. When it will damage, we have to replace completely. So it's called solid bearing. Now we are going to discuss about boost bearing. Boost bearing's constructional details is nearly same with the solid bearing. So, it has one rectangular base provided with holes for the bolt, one cylindrical block which has one hole, and hole inside this hole one bush of ductile metal is press fitted tightly, so it doesn't move during the operation or during the rotation of the shaft. It shouldn't rotate with it. It should be stay fixed with the bearing, and one oil hole is provided at the top of the cylindrical block. The advantages of the boost bearing is when the life cycle of this bush of ductile metal will be end, we can replace with new bush and continue with this same bearing. The longevity of the boost bearing is better than the solid bearing. As I said that when the solid bearings life cycle will end, we have to completely replace with the new. Now we are going to discuss about plumber block bearing, which is also called pedestal bearing. Pedestal bearing has two separate parts. One is upper part, which is called bearing cap, which having upper split bearing and oil hole is there, and lower part is called pedestal portion, which having lower split bearing and the body. Okay, these both parts connected together with the help of square headed bolt, and it tightened with the help of the hexagonal knot. When they form together, they form as one. In this pedestal bearing, it has also provided with bush, so we can replace time to time. When the life cycle of one bush is ended, we can replace and increase the longevity of the pedestal or plumber block bearing. one collar is provided here. You can see it, one collar is provided here. The working of the collar is to prevent the enter of the external material inside the working area and prevent the axial movement of the bush or the sleeve fitted in the bearing. Okay, this is the constructional details of the pedestal bearing. Journal bearings are commonly used in the industries to maintain the concentric motion of the body or the shaft which is connected to the bearing. For example, in the automobile industries we are having connecting rod. Connecting rod having one small end journal bearing which connects the piston with the help of gauge pin, and connecting rod having one big end journal bearing which connects the crankshaft at the bottom. When engine operates, connecting rod reciprocate, but it still maintain the concentric motion at the connected areas of the bearing. Like big end journal bearing maintain the concentric motion of the shaft of the crankshaft, and the small end journal bearing maintain the concentric motion with the gauge pin. Okay, this is the common example. You can contact me if you are having any doubt. Thank you for today.